My name's Justin, Jenny's inside the camper there, and today we're doing a 4-month review of our OGO composting toilet. And in this video, we're gonna go over pros, cons, a little bit about the installation, some tips we've learned along the way, and answer the question of, is this actually worth the money? Let's get into it.
All right, guys, we're taking a quick break from our adventures to give you an update on this beast. First thing, pros. One of the pros about switching to a composting toilet is you don't need to use a black tank anymore. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on tank treatments and those cleanings for when those pesky sensors stop working, because we all know they don't work anyways, right? Another pro in our experience is we can go weeks, like 3 weeks, without needing to empty the solids bin. And just to show you guys how big the urine bottle is, I'll go ahead and show you. It's actually quite big, so maybe 3 days. If you're curious where this gets emptied, we just empty it in a bush or a tree somewhere. When we're boondocking, we're usually really far away from people. If you're at a campground, you can take it to one of the vault toilets and dump it in there. Just don't be the guy that splashes it all over the place in a campground when somebody else is trying to come in, because that's rude. So the biggest pro of all, and I know you guys are all wondering, does it smell? And the answer is no, not at all. And I actually have a really sensitive nose. So the only smells we ever get is typically like a earthy dirt kind of smell, and it's just faint, and it's not even all the time. So very happy about that. If you've ever sat on an RV toilet, you know that they're not very sturdy and there's some slight movement. This thing does not move much. This thing isn't going anywhere, no matter how bad last night's tacos were. Another benefit of having one of these bad boys is you no longer have to have a tote full of nasty tubes, the stuff that nobody wants to talk about, elbows, all the weird gadgets and stuff that comes with it. It just gets all of that out of there and gives you so much more space for storage, which is great. Okay, let's talk about some of the cons. The light that lets you know the urine jug is full is on the side where the push button is, so you may not see it if your composting toilet is too close to a wall. Another con may be that the pole that goes to the hatch is right behind where your leg would be. So if you have shorter thighs, that may be an issue for you.
If you guys are finding this video helpful, be sure to click the like button. It'll help get our video out in front of more people that may be looking into these as well.
One of the bigger cons for this specific toilet is it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, when you look at the other composting toilets out there, this one definitely comes in at the upper end of the cost. Coming in at just under $1,000, it's definitely not a small investment, but we're not spending nearly as much fuel to go refill our water or go to the dump station and pay $10 to $20 per dump to empty out the black tanks. All right, next, installation. So installation was quite easy and pretty straightforward. I capped off the black tank tube with a test plug. I did have to make a little wooden platform. I'll put a video up right here of it because our flange was a glued on type instead of a screwed on type. Other than that, it was capping off our water lines, screwing the toilet down to the ground, wiring up a little 12-volt fan, and that was pretty much all there was to it.
So we've had our OGO composting toilet now for just around 4 months. And in those 4 months, we've actually learned quite a bit for tips and tricks on usage. All right, let me get down here on my prayer bones. One thing I wanted to point out to you guys is the type of media that you use. We use coconut coir for us just because it's been the easiest so far. You want to make sure that you're getting your moisture levels right. Adding water, don't add too much. You don't want mold growth, and make sure that you add enough so the composting process actually takes place. To toilet paper or not toilet paper. So putting used toilet paper into the solids bin is really just personal preference. Many people choose not to, primarily because you have to empty it out more often as it fills up faster. So another reason is it can slow down the decomposition. So if you do decide to do that, make sure you use a 1-ply or a rapid breakdown toilet paper so that you don't have any issues. If you don't want to use toilet paper, you can just instead, you can just put your toilet paper into these baggies. I literally bought this box of 500 for like 18 or 19 bucks off Amazon. It's gonna last us the rest of our life pretty much. Anyways, you just put your toilet paper in there, wipes, diapers, whatever, tie it up, and then you just put it in this bin and you move on with your life. Many people in the world don't flush their toilet paper for various reasons, so it's only nasty if you make it nasty. When nature calls, make sure you sit far enough back so that your body aligns with the hole. If urination is the only need and you accidentally get some in the back bin, as long as that hatch door is closed, it will drain into the urine bottle, so no worries there. I mentioned in our OGO installation video that we put out a few months ago that you want to make sure that you empty your urine jug on travel days for obvious reasons, because you don't want to deal with that mess. Well, I'm not going to name names. No, girl, you know exactly who it was. It was you. But someone forgot to put the urine jug back in, and there was a little debacle. So, proest tip of them all, make sure to get that urine jug back in before the next use. So if you have a checklist for like departure or arrivals, it would definitely be smart to get that one on there.
So, is it worth it, and would we buy this thing again?
I think so, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be nice if the pull handle to the poo chamber was maybe on the front center, so those with shorter thighs or smaller children wouldn't risk bumping it back in and closing the hatch.
I will say that there are so many different composting toilets, different sizes, different features available, that it's best to do your research and find out which one works best for your situation. So let us know in the comments below if you got any questions that we didn't answer, and we'll make sure to answer anything that we're able to. And lastly, if you enjoy camping and adventure videos, be sure to subscribe, because we've got some epic fall and winter camping videos coming ahead, and don't want to miss out for those.
Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.